Hello guys, this is another video regarding numerology and some of the connections between the ancient Babylonian system of mathematics and their 360-day year, and how that cycle harmonizes with significant events in history. So my previous videos do go into that in more depth, and this is just another one looking at the same sort of thing. You can see that on screen. The event I'm looking at here is the recent wedding that took place about 3 days ago between Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, and it occurred on the 19th of May 2018. Now there are some very intriguing connections that exist here between the wedding of Harry and Meghan, and also the wedding of Charles and Diana. And obviously Harry is the son of Charles and Diana, and they had a very famous wedding in 1981. You can see here that Charles and Diana married on the 29th of July 1981 here. And here's the first connection of interest, and that is that Meghan Markle herself, when was she born? She was born, as you can see, 4th of August 1981, essentially 6 days after the wedding of Charles and Diana. So that's the first point of note. Now the other thing to note though is that Meghan Markle, this is not her first wedding. She was actually married before and had a divorce. You can see on screen here, on the personal life, it says Meghan began a relationship with actor and producer Trevor Engelson in 2004, and they married on September the 10th, 2011. Now it's interesting to look at the relationship between this date here for their marriage and the marriage of Charles and Diana. You can see on screen here the dates for the events. Again, we've got Charles and Diana's wedding here, 29th of July 1981, and then the 10th of September 2011 for when Meghan married Trevor Engelson. So what's the time separation? Precisely 11,000 days. Very interesting, very harmonious. And what this also means, of course, is that because of the 6-day separation here, we have the total time between Meghan being born and her first wedding, 10,994 days. Other connections also exist though, and they relate to the death of Diana and also her burial. Here you can see then, Diana, Princess of Wales. She died on the 31st of August 1997, but I want to direct your attention to the burial date here, 6th of September 1997. She was actually buried exactly 6 days after she died. Let's have a look then. The date of Diana's burial here, 6th September 1997, and also Harry and Meghan, the wedding. What's the time separation? The answer? Precisely 7,560 days. This is the difference, which turns out to harmonize to the ideal Babylonian year, 21 times the ideal year of 360 days. It's a perfect fit. We might also look to another intriguing connection though, and this relates to the divorce of Charles and Diana, which occurred about a year before Diana was killed in a car crash. Here you can see the divorce was finalized on the 28th of August 1996. How much time then separates the actual wedding of Charles and Diana from their divorce? The answer? 5,509 days, this here. But if we multiply it by 2, we get 11,018 days. Now, 18 obviously is 3 times 6, so the offset here from 11,000 days is 6 plus 6 plus 6, or 18 days. It's very interesting when you consider that 6-day offset that I mentioned previously regarding Meghan Markle being born to when she first married. Now in addition to all this, there are also some very interesting connections between the date of the wedding of Meghan and Harry and also the date of the death of Princess Diana, and this regards various conjunction patterns that were present on these respective dates. Here you can see May the 19th, 2018. This is a top-down view of the solar system from about 4 astronomical units above the Sun. And what we have here is an alignment present between Ceres, the dwarf planet in the asteroid belt, the Sun in the middle, and Mercury. This is the alignment then that was present right on the wedding day itself. These three bodies in alignment, Ceres, the Sun, and Mercury. 19th of May 2018. What were the planets looking like when Princess Diana died in the car crash? Well, we have a very interesting conjunction pattern present here. This is what we had. A very intriguing alignment. On the one hand, we've got Ceres, the Earth, Mercury, and the Sun, all in alignment. And we also have another conjunction occurring simultaneously, Mars, Venus, and the Sun. Now I want to direct your attention then to this particular alignment here. If you look at this alignment then, of the four bodies noted, the Sun, Mercury, and Ceres, they were also in alignment on the wedding of Meghan and Harry. The Earth wasn't present, but these three bodies were. What I want to draw your attention to, though, is the area of the sky that the alignment targets. In examining first this particular date here, the 31st of August 97, when Diana died, if we position ourselves at the centre of the Sun and look all the way down the conjunction, what do we see? This is what we see. The location is the centre of the Sun, and we see an alignment between Ceres, Mercury, and the Earth. Now in order, the first planet that we get to is Mercury, then the Earth, and then Ceres, because we're at the centre of the Sun, and that's the ordering of the planets away from them. Now you can see here I've drawn a line which just shows you how accurate the alignment is. And you can also see that we're in the constellation of Aquarius, near to this star here. Okay? So what happens then if we compare this alignment here, involving the Sun, Mercury, Ceres, and the Earth, with the alignment present on the day of the wedding, which was just 3 days ago, 19th of May 2018. Here is what we see. We're at the centre of Ceres, and we're looking at the Sun and Mercury. They're practically dead on next to one another. But once again, you can see that the entire alignment is targeting the Aquarius constellation. And look where this star is here. It's practically dead on. It's exactly the same, targeting of the same area of the sky. Now these here then you can see are all very intriguing connections, both from a numerological perspective and also an astrological perspective. And I have to say they seem kind of, well, ominous. I would say ominous is the right word. They're very intriguing connections, and they just seem to have lots of tie-ins towards divorce and death. It makes you wonder about the outcome of the wedding itself between Harry and Meghan. Obviously we all hope for the best, we hope everything goes well for them, but some of these connections here, they do seem quite ominous. So anyway, I'll leave it there, and I hope it's been of interest. If anybody wants to look further into my work, the link to my website, occultphysics.com, is in the description box. And you can also purchase my book, Occult Physics, same title as my website.